to start now. So the screen is fine. So the screen was always good. Okay. All right. Thank you. I know the audio went out. Okay. Everything's back to normal. Wow. Look at, okay. I got to tell you guys, I'm a little excited about this Ollie in case it does something crazy like last week. I did go on mute, but then my YouTube stopped, which usually means a whole bunch of other things get affected. But okay. Okay, so again, I'll be in this marketing meeting in about 6 minutes. Yeah, a little bit of room for this one, this little ALNA, A-L-N-A, a little bit of room here on the weekly chart. You can see lots of resistance around 647. That's far enough away. What does it look like on the daily? Daily is a little more close, maybe around 570. So there's, you know what, guys, there is room. Boy, this does not trade very much. You can see right there, it's 250,000, which represents 10 times normal. So this does not trade very much. Low float situation, 8.4 million in the float. Reports interim results from study of, okay, Relaxolase, okay. This is the news this morning. Little move here for this one that's an earnings play. I don't know how dynamic it's going to be, but OESX, and there's a red bar ignored. What's the high here? 240. It's not that far away. I don't know. It's a low float, 28 million. It is an earnings play. There is a red bar ignored for OESX, but I don't know. It might be too much resistance near the high of the day. Looking at some of these earnings plays here. Actually, there are more than I thought. More earnings plays than I thought. I mean, not a lot of names that anybody's going to recognize, but they're, you know, Land's End. Okay, but it's probably done what it's going to do. Are you missing the float column in your scanners? I don't have the float on all my scanners. I mean, obviously I have it here because this is focusing on low floaters on the move. You can always add it. You know, there's no stopping you from adding the float column. The float's always here, of course, in the single stock window. So, okay, Sean, does that make sense to you? Sometimes it may be there anyway. I just, I shrink these windows down a little bit, but sometimes the float might be there. So if you have downloaded some of these, just might have to just elongate, like there's the float there as an example, okay? Just can't see it. So some of them may already have the float column there, just have to stretch out the window a bit. Guys, I have to do this. You know me, I just have to do this. 2034, I took out some more of the Solly. I mean, I know I want to swing it, but it's just too much. Okay, so this marketing meeting is going to start anytime soon. Okay, there it goes. Okay, I'm in the meeting now. All right, everybody, I'm now back. Hope I wake everybody up. Give a music going here. There we go. Yeah, so you asked me just before I left about solid. Well, listen, I still have some left. It depends how it closes. I will swing it, but I mean, listen, if it just starts to sink back down to where I bought it, I'm not going to hold it. It's that simple. Okay, just rearranging a few things on my other monitor. All right, guys. So listen, we're going to be winding up pretty soon. So now's the time. Not that you can all day, but I mean, if you have any questions for me, please ask away now. See if I can help you with anything regarding the program or, well, basically regarding the program. Great. Everybody knows everything. Fantastic. Well, I mentioned Alna just before I took off here. That's not a bad little move. Computer manipulated. Who knows? I don't know. What isn't computer manipulated? The ETFs in the toolbar, are you talking up here? No. You talking about up here, Dorian? No. We may add some more down the road, but right now there's no way to change them. It's just the first start, doing something like this. So I don't know how down the road. I don't know if it's going to be user defined more or what. But right now, this is the way it is. I kind of like it, I mean, I don't really pay attention that much. I mean, I look at the SPY all day long, really. But, just a glance, oh man, the market's up 400. Never really paid that much attention to the Dow and what that actual number was, nor the NAS, what the actual number is. Yeah, that might be, who knows? Down the road, Dorian, who knows? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I know you're not asking me. All right, guys, so let's see what else is happening here. I'm going to just do the old clear and see what happens. So this is sort of starting now on the compare count. Here's Billy. Look at Billy. Big pop for Billy on volume. BILI. Nice pop on volume. Sorry. Just a minute, please. All right, I'm back. They should be very much the same. I mean, I can't remember anymore, to be honest. They should be very, very similar. When you say customized, I mean, as I tell people, I mean, you can take these, you can load my low floaters on the move, and then you can right click configure, and then you can make changes. I mean, I've got the float at 10 million now. I used to have it at 30. You know, I've put it down to 10 million. You can obviously, when I say you, I mean anybody can say, you know what, I want it at 20 or 25 or 30 or 5. You know, you can change the price range. You know, it's meant to be a bit of a boilerplate, because not everybody wants to see the same sort of price range or even minimum volume and all that. So it's meant to be a start. I mean, but to be honest, I can't remember the last time I changed anything in the gaps. I don't think I've changed anything in the gaps in a long time. I may have changed the price range. You know, other than that, I don't think I've changed anything in the gaps for a long time. I've seen a day like this for a while, you know, guys. We had the big gap up, and we haven't had, I mean, it's been steadily up. I mean, it's been flattening out a little bit. We haven't had a lot of gyrations. So one of the things, I mean, look, you know, Holly, I mean, this is one of the reasons why Holly's having a pretty good day. Holly suffers intraday when you get a lot of gyrations. You know, gets into a trade and then gets taken out because of the stop, because the market, you know, has this little drop or something. Then it comes back. Meanwhile, Holly's out of the trade. So, you know, Holly, like most things, most trading strategies will work better when the market is in at least a bit of a trend, but not the wild gyrations. Yeah, well, today was not the day to short. Not in general, anyway. So you look at Holly alert today was a long. I don't even know. Let me just see for fun. I've got the active strategies. Let me just uncheck that. So there was only one that made the cut here in Holly Neo. There were, you know, almost a split. There were three short strategies, 4 long strategies in Holly Grail. And there were 2 here. So none of the short strategies had any alerts today, which makes sense. Okay, let's see if there's. Sorry, guys, there's stuff happening. Of course, you can't see that I'm following, and always amusing. Little break here for LXRX. A little break on the 15s at a consolidation, and volumes, nothing fantastic. Big float also, 101 million float. But looks like there's pretty decent resistance, not that far away, but 580. So say 25 cents away. All right, so your MGNX is just over 15 now. You know what? I mean, I wouldn't mind taking some of this. I'd like to see the bid get over 15. I'd like to see the bid get to about 15.05. Get away from that whole number. I'm going to do it, but I am going to wind it down pretty soon, so I'm not sure I really want to do that, but that's what I would do. I would wait for maybe a 15.05 on the bid. Now it's dropping, so taking that 310 to Yuma again. So closing the room around 310, guys. So again, any questions? Far away. Boy, Box was, remember Box, it was down to 14.50. Big comeback. $2.50. Yeah, so my settings may be different, but you should have more. I would say you would have more. The only thing I may have done from what you what I have in the share folder is I think I may have changed the float to 10 million, and I think originally it was at 30. I mean, you can leave it at 30, or you can change it to 10 million if you want, but you should have more, not less. I just wanted to cut it down, that's all. He said there's no right or wrong. So Salty's looking a little more like I'm not going to swing it, depending what it does here, guys. If it takes out 19, I'm probably out of it. I can always get back into more over 20 if I want to, so. Yeah, I don't even get that name. Let me just see, MNCLU, MNCLU. 4 million, okay, that's. No, the volume is. I can see why I would not want to have this at all. Oh, well, it's a 10.25, so my price is between 50 cents and $10. That's one. Number one, that's why I won't have it. And also, you have to remember now, you won't see anything previous. You only see the very last one. You won't see everything previous. You'd have to do a history, you know, to see them all. So if you right clicked, so if you just loaded it and you're seeing that, well, I know why I'm not getting it because it's over $10. But if you right click history and today, you'll see everything that happened before. This looks like a Pitbull special. Yeah, I was going to swing solid. Yep. Just based on news and stuff, real, and you know, and what it did last week, got all the way up to 29, and see if people get excited about cellulite removal or whatever the heck. No, not at all. Not at all. Look, I mean, look at the big, nice bottoming tail today, or that was, well, this is today, I think, even, or yesterday, just to see if it can, traders get involved again and challenge that 29. Well, there's nothing to play with, really. There's the intricacies. Again, this is just a kind of a boilerplate, right? So what you should do is right click, configure, and then click on summary. You'll see then, you'll see the filters that I use and what you have got. All right, and then, though you said you did that, so I mean, but I can tell it. Well, I mean, obviously, I wouldn't get the one that's over $10 because there's my limit. And then I said you can see what would have happened if you just loaded it. I can see why you're not going to get everything underneath unless you do a history. Just right click history today, and then you'll see everything that happened before. Yeah, that was a nice break. Actually, look at the volume that came in also for Apple. This is an earnings play. Well, it's a 2-year high, so then it'll have to be well, maybe not. It looks like it's just a sliver of white. I can't quite tell. Maybe not. It might be a 2-year but you know what? All I have to do is just go to the monthly time frame. Yeah. Yeah, so you're right. And if I back it out a little bit more, so the last time it was at these levels, I remember looking at this. So it's about 4 years ago. This is May of 2015, the last time it was at these levels. It's great to have a monthly chart just to see what happened. I mean, this was really doing nothing from 2015 on, just down, 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 little pop here, down. Had a nice little pop, and then no. But since beginning of this year, I mean, it's had a big percentage increase from $1.23 all the way to 4.33. That's January right there. Look at the volume. It just came in here. I mean, that's a little more than a fifth of the entire volume of the day, and that bar right there. And it's the biggest volume. It's the biggest volume bar of the day, on the 15s. No, you got me, real. I'll take this at 15.10, and I'll put a 15 stop on it as I'm ready to wind it down. That's for the Magnagenics MGNX 15.10 for me. Maybe an end of day trade. 10-cent stop. No more than a 10-cent stop. All right, guys, 302. So another one that had a nice rebound. In the face of the market, market was strong. This dropped all the way down to well, not that all the way again, I guess 19, but it's back up to 20, basically, LK. All right, I took some about 23, 15, 23. I'm going to be winding this up, hopping on my bike pretty soon. So that's the MGNX 1523 from 1510. People, you crack me up. Where are you digging these things up? I mean, there's the volume. I see the volume. At least it's got 64,000 shares. It was halted for, I don't have oh, maybe it's because it was probably under 20,000 shares when it was halted. We have seen this one before. I do recall seeing this one before. Okay. Yeah, I sort of remember that one. Boy, Nutanix is having a nice little bounce here. Not bounce, but run here. Volume is not in, but nice little move here. Yeah, nice little end of day play. You can see how, yeah, in fact, better end of day play now. You see the pent up enthusiasm, all these bottoming tails as little rising bottoms. Haha. But seriously, little rising bottoms here, all these bottoming tails, and then finally the burst through 15. He certainly is, Ollie. Oh, look at this one, SPR and volume also. SPR break out of here now. Probably too much resistance here. Too bad. Nice break out of consolidation on some volume for SPR. SPWR. Sorry. Another little break here, Capri. Oh, this has actually got a little bit of room. That's why I wasn't getting any alerts. I forgot I had my toggle. I toggled the sound off. Nope. No, it'll have to get close down to kind of where I got it. There's 1832. So now, you know, I'm going to shut the room down in a couple of minutes between that and 4 o'clock. You know, I don't know. No, I'm in at 1832. So have to get down. No, I know, you're right. I did say, but it happened so quickly. It went up and down. I was, when you look at Solly, no, I was expecting something more if it really like bar after bar after bar, but it didn't do that. I mean, it was so brief right there, and then it popped right back up. So it still may do that, but we'll see. Adios to you too. All right, everybody. Are there any other questions? No, stick around if there are questions. I don't see any questions. All right. Up. Only up. That's because you called it, so it has to go up. Well, thank you for listening. That's more to the point, believe me. I think now you're kidding. I know you're kidding, right? Yeah, I know you're kidding. Yeah, okay. Wrong symbol, Pitbull. What symbol? There you go. Yeah, well, it is a boom. I mean, 130,000 shares, third, a little less than a third of the overall volume today. Didn't move it that much. I mean, 6 cents so far. And there is news. Grattan patent titled. Here's the news on it. What's the float? Pretty good float, 39 million. Yeah, no, it's everything you see here, every single thing you see here. You know, your best bet probably is to click on the room drive so you can download, and then click on the the scans that I share. Click on the download link, and then you can look at them at your leisure. It'll go into a Word document, okay? Then you can just look at it, download, and then click, and you'll have them here. So everything's here. Yeah, up the most last 5 minutes, okay? Everything's there. So just find that, stick around. If you want, just find that icon, the Room Drive half open folder, looks like a half, probably beside my name. Let me know if you want to do that. I will stick around. You do that. If you don't care, then I'll go. Okay. Okay. So Solly looks like it's going to knock me out now. Okay, I'm out. Yeah. Now look at that. Wow. That was good exit. Okay, guys, I'm out of here. Thank you very much. All the help today. I had a productive room. It was open all day, so that's production. So we'll see you tomorrow. I'll open the room tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern time. And I'll get live on the mic at, that's when I start to share my screen, get live on the mic a little after that. So have a great evening, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow. So I'm going to go through the lock room procedure. You guys are out of here.